My brothers and my sisters, many people believe change begins when life becomes easier, when support appears, when doors open, and when others finally understand them. But the truth is far simpler and far heavier. Most real change begins when the noise disappears, when the audience leaves, when explanations stop, when you are left alone with your intentions, your discipline, and Allah. This is why some of the most important phases of your life will feel quiet, unnoticed, and even misunderstood, not because you are failing, but because Allah is rebuilding you away from distraction, away from ego, away from performance. When Allah wants to strengthen you, He does not always elevate you publicly. Sometimes He withdraws you privately. He removes the need to speak so that you can learn to act. He removes the crowd so that sincerity can survive. He allows silence to surround you so that your foundation can be rebuilt without interference. If you are in a season where you feel unseen, unheard, or unrecognized, do not rush to explain yourself. Do not rush to announce your intentions. This may be the very moment Allah is shaping you into someone stronger, steadier, and more sincere than you have ever been before. Rebuild yourself in silence. Let them wonder. Silence protects sincerity because sincerity is fragile. It is one of the easiest things to corrupt without realizing it. Many people begin with good intentions, pure intentions, intentions that are genuinely for the sake of Allah, but then they speak too soon. They announce their plans before those plans have roots. They tell people what they are about to do, who they are about to become, what they are trying to change. And without realizing it, the intention shifts. The moment you announce something, you invite voices into a space that was meant to be private. Some voices are encouraging, but even encouragement can be dangerous when it feeds the ego. Other voices are doubtful, jealous, dismissive, or mocking. Suddenly, what began as a quiet intention between you and Allah becomes a public performance. You are no longer focused on obedience. You are focused on outcomes, reactions, and expectations. And this is where sincerity begins to weaken. Allah does not need announcements. Allah does not need updates. Allah does not need proof. He sees what is hidden before it becomes visible. He knows the intention before the action takes shape. When you keep your efforts quiet, you protect them from contamination. You allow your heart to remain clean, focused, and honest. There is a reason why so many acts of worship are encouraged to be private. There is a reason why hidden charity carries such immense reward. There is a reason why private repentance is so powerful. It is because when no one is watching, the only reason left is Allah. There is no applause, there is no validation, there is no image to maintain. There is only truth. Quiet deeds have a different weight. Hidden struggles carry a different sincerity. Private tears are known only to Allah, and that knowledge alone makes them heavier on the scale. When a person cries in isolation, when they raise their hands in the darkness, when they resist temptation without anyone knowing, they are proving something profound. They are proving that their relationship with Allah is not transactional. It is real. Some of the most powerful transformations you will ever experience will happen when no one notices. Not when people are praising you. Not when people are impressed by you. But when you stop talking and start correcting. When you stop explaining and start changing. When you stop announcing and start acting. Silence shields the heart. It gives your intention room to breathe. It allows you to work without pressure, without comparison, without fear of failure being witnessed by others. Many people give up not because they are incapable, but because they spoke too soon. They involved too many people. They created expectations they were not yet strong enough to carry. When you keep your journey quiet, you move at Allah's pace, not at the pace of public opinion. You are not rushing to prove progress. You are not tempted to exaggerate success. You are not crushed by temporary setbacks. You simply continue. Understand this clearly. Not every goal needs an audience. Not every improvement needs to be visible. Not every struggle needs to be explained. Some things lose their blessing the moment they are exposed too early. Silence does not mean secrecy for the sake of deception. It means restraint for the sake of sincerity. It means knowing that your heart cannot handle too many eyes watching it while it is still weak. Just as a seed must be buried in darkness before it grows, your transformation often requires privacy before it can stand upright. There are people who talk about change more than they practice it. And there are people who practice change so quietly that others are shocked when the results finally appear. One is noisy and unstable, the other is silent and rooted. When you announce every intention, you begin to live for reactions. You start measuring yourself by how people respond rather than by how Allah sees you. That is a dangerous exchange. The approval of people is unstable. It rises and falls without logic or loyalty. But the pleasure of Allah is steady, consistent and eternal. Protect your sincerity the way you protect something precious. Do not expose it to every conversation. Do not explain it to every person. Do not invite opinions from those who are not invested in your akhirah. Work quietly, improve quietly, repent quietly, build discipline quietly. Let your relationship with Allah strengthen away from noise. And when the time comes, when the change is real and rooted, it will not need introduction, it will speak for itself. That is the power of silence. Many people misunderstand silence because they misunderstand what is happening behind it. When Allah removes people from your life, your first reaction is often fear. You think something is wrong. You assume you have failed. You wonder why the support disappeared, why the call stopped, why the circle grew smaller. But very often, this is not rejection, this is preparation. Allah does some of His greatest work when people are absent. When others are around, we lean on them without realizing it. We seek reassurance from their words, strength from their presence, and comfort from their approval. None of these things are inherently wrong, but they can become obstacles if the heart begins to depend on creation more than the Creator. There are moments when Allah wants your attention completely, not divided, not distracted, fully present, and so He removes the noise. When you are alone, your sincerity is tested. When no one is watching, your discipline is revealed. When no one is encouraging you, your reliance becomes clear. Are you moving forward because people are cheering you on, or because you trust Allah even when the path is quiet? This is why solitude is uncomfortable for many people. Silence exposes the heart. There is no audience to impress. There is no distraction to hide behind. You are left with your thoughts, your habits, your weaknesses, and your relationship with Allah, and that can be frightening, but it is also transformative. Allah does not remove people to harm you. He removes them to teach you something you could not learn while they were present. He wants you to understand that your strength does not come from numbers, your peace does not come from attention, and your value does not come from validation. When people are absent, excuses disappear. You cannot blame influence. You cannot hide behind circumstances. You either show up for yourself and for Allah, or you don't. And in that honesty, real growth begins. There are prayers that are only made when no one else is around. There are tears that only fall when the room is empty. There are realizations that only come in silence. These moments shape you in ways public experiences never can. Many of the strongest believers went through phases where they felt alone, not abandoned, but isolated, not unloved, but redirected. These phases taught them to anchor their hearts in Allah alone. And once that anchor was set, no storm could move them. If Allah has reduced your circle, do not rush to refill it. Ask instead what He is teaching you. If He has removed certain voices, ask what distractions He is protecting you from. If He has placed you in solitude, ask what strength He is trying to build within you. People often say, I feel like I have no one, but what they really mean is, I am being forced to rely on Allah more than I ever have before. And that reliance is not a loss, it is an elevation. When people are present, we often perform. When they are absent, we become honest. And honesty is where Allah works most. This is why rebuilding yourself in silence is so powerful. You are not shaped by opinion. You are not influenced by comparison. You are not rushed by expectation. You are guided by purpose. Allah does not need a crowd to change your life. He needs your heart. And sometimes the only way to reach it is through quiet. So if you are in a season where fewer people understand you, fewer people check on you, fewer people know what you are carrying, do not assume the worst. This may be the very space where Allah is strengthening you without interference. Stay present in that silence. Speak to Allah in it. Listen in it. Grow in it. Because when the rebuilding is complete, when the foundation is strong, Allah will reintroduce the world to you. But this time, you will not depend on it. That is why Allah works most when people are absent. Growth is uncomfortable, and anyone who tells you otherwise is selling an illusion. Real change is not motivational. It is not cinematic. It does not feel good while it is happening. It feels heavy, slow, and at times deeply lonely. And that is exactly why it usually happens in private. When Allah begins to grow you, He does not start by changing your circumstances. He starts by confronting your habits. He brings you face to face with the parts of yourself you have been avoiding. The excuses you relied on, the weaknesses you justified, the patterns you normalized. And this confrontation is not something most people are willing to witness, which is why it often happens in silence. Growth requires honesty, and honesty is uncomfortable. It means admitting that some of your struggles are not caused by others. Some of your pain is not situational. Some of your delays are not because of bad luck. They are because of discipline, priorities, and choices. And that realization is not something you announce to the world. It is something you sit with quietly and work through. When you are rebuilding yourself, you will feel resistance from within before you feel progress. Your nafs does not like structure. It does not like consistency. It does not like restraint. So when you begin to change, there will be internal tension. You will feel tired even when you have done little. You will feel discouraged even when you are moving forward. You will question yourself even when you are doing the right thing. This is normal, and this is why silence is necessary. If you involve too many people in this phase, they will misinterpret your struggle. They will either minimize it or dramatize it. Some will say you are doing too much. Others will say you are not doing enough. Neither helps. Growth requires focus, not commentary. There are habits that can only be broken when no one is watching. There are disciplines that can only be built when no one is praising you for them. There are prayers that feel heaviest when they are offered without witnesses. And these private moments shape you far more than public achievements ever will. Understand this clearly. Discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong. It is often a sign that something is changing. When a muscle grows, it tears first. When a seed grows, it breaks open underground. When faith grows, comfort is disturbed. Allah stretches you beyond what is familiar so that you can reach what is better. But this stretching does not look impressive. It looks like quiet persistence. It looks like resisting old habits again and again without applause. It looks like waking up when no one knows you did. It looks like choosing restraint when indulgence would be easier. It looks like continuing even when motivation disappears. That is not something people celebrate. That is something Allah records. Many people abandon growth because they mistake discomfort for failure. They think that if change were meant for them, it would feel easier. But ease usually comes after consistency, not before it. The early stages are supposed to feel heavy. That weight is building strength. This is why growth is often private, not because it is shameful, but because it is fragile. Just like a wound needs covering to heal, a developing discipline needs protection. Exposure too early can reopen what is still healing. There are corrections you must make that only Allah needs to know about. There are habits you must rebuild quietly because announcing them creates pressure you are not yet ready to carry. There are phases where you must choose to disappear from noise so you can hear yourself think and hear Allah guide you. And make no mistake, silence does not mean inactivity. It means focused effort. It means removing distractions so the work can actually be done. It means choosing depth over display. People admire outcomes, but Allah rewards effort. People applaud success, but Allah records struggle. People notice the finish line, but Allah sees every step taken when no one was watching. If your growth feels lonely, understand that loneliness is often the space where clarity forms. When distractions fall away, you begin to see yourself more clearly. You recognize what needs to stay and what must go. You stop performing and start transforming. Do not rush this process. Do not compare your private struggle to someone else's public success. You are not behind. You are being shaped. Stay consistent even when it is uncomfortable. Stay patient even when progress feels slow. Stay sincere even when no one notices. Because when growth is real, it does not need explanation. It shows itself naturally, quietly, and unmistakably. That is why growth is uncomfortable. And that is why it is usually private. Not everyone deserves access to your process, and this is a truth. Many people learn too late. They assume that because someone is close, curious, or vocal,